What is up, Nephilim? This is the Chig coming at you with another D4 build guide. Today I'm going to be telling you about a build to get you started as soon as you get into T3 on your sorcerer. So this is something that I've kind of been playing around with. I really like this build. I don't think it's the best leveling build, but as you can see, these mobs are like 6 levels higher than me, and I'm just going through here and basically kiting them and letting my mana regen. So what we're doing here is basically just a regular Firewall Sorc build, right? Um, and the reason we're doing this is because it's super easy to play. It's actually kind of fun in the grand scheme of things, because like you just run around and you hit stuff by throwing things on the floor, you dodge things, so just don't step in anything. You can actually play it as a true ranged build. You know, it's a lot of fun in the grand scheme of things. So it's not the best at killing, elites and bosses, as you can see here. You throw things on the ground, you run around in circles, and you make sure that the mobs are getting hit by your fire, right? And one of the easiest ways to do that is just to run back and forth through your fire, which keeps them burning, keeps them going, keeps them taking damage. Like I said, as you can see, it's not the best at killing elites, but when you're killing trash, it is pretty darn good. And you can bring the elites with you, obviously. You can just keep kiting stuff around. You just want to make sure you are stacking stuff up and burning it, right? I don't know why the elite didn't follow me, so we're going to go back and get him because he's being a butthole. But yeah, it deletes everything that's not elites, so, you know, it's alright. And it doesn't do bad on elites either. You just got to make sure you're paying attention, right? But all these mobs up here that we set on fire, they all died. So we're going to roll back up here. And as you're running through, you can just catch things on fire. And they'll just die behind you because, stuff on fire. And as you're playing this build and as you get better at it, you'll be able to stack things up better and you'll be able to run around in circles. Um, I'll talk about a couple of variations that you can play, but for the most part, you just want to make sure you're, well, basically just doing this, running around, putting stuff on the ground, keeping your buffs up, and just burning things into oblivion. It's fun to play, mostly because like you're doing the dot play style, which is just goofy and silly and fun. But you see, the regular elites are dying pretty quickly. It's the bandits that are part of um, the completion that are taking a second, and it's only because they're the boss elites or whatever. So like they're supposed to take a second, yada yada. Anyway, after I kill this guy, I'm gonna teleport out of here and show you guys the build. Um, Mainly just wanted to demonstrate that it's, really good at killing things, even when they're several levels above you. And this is without any, I don't even think I have any of the found uniques. I think I'm using, everything I'm using is out of the, oh look, I died. So I'm just going to take that as an opportunity to teleport back to town and show you what I'm doing here. I will show you the I will show you the items that I'm using and kind of show you that I'm not really doing anything out of the ordinary, and then I'm going to show you a talent calculator to show you the items that I'm using and all that. And by items, I mean the talents. So as you can see here, ice armor makes you unstoppable. Um, Flame shield lets you move unhindered through enemies. Like all of these, I feel like are from the codex, right? Skills deal up to 10% increased damage based on primary resource. Disobedience, everybody knows that one. This one stays up all the time when you're doing this build because you're dotting things up. Coming in contact with your firewall grants you movement speed, just lets you run around faster. Using a cooldown restores mana. We're always using our cooldowns, so our mana is going to stay up a little bit. You deal 11 to 20% increased damage to vulnerable enemies when you have a barrier active. Super easy to keep up because you're always using ice armor when it's on cooldown, and then increase critical strike chance against injured enemies while you are healthy. And we're almost always healthy, and the reason we're almost always healthy is going to show up here in the talent section. So first thing we're going to do is get on down the tree. So we're just going to grab Arc Lash and Enhanced Arc Lash to come on down here. Fireball, um, Enhanced Fireball, and then Greater Fireball. The whole reason to get in Greater Fireball is because it is going to burn a little bit, but getting 2 points in Fireball is going to make, is what we're going to use for the enchantment slot. So bang. And the reason being, when you kill an enemy, they explode for 50% of Fireball's damage. And it's just free damage when stuff dies. We're going to grab Flame Shield, engulf yourself in flame, and it burns enemies around you. While Flame Shield is active, you are immune. Enhanced Flame Shield gives you 25% movement speed. It's amazing. And then we're going to do Shimmering Flame Shield, which makes it, whenever you use Flame Shield, it's like a health potion. It restores 50% of your missing HP, which is just great. Just use it when you're at low HP and you'll be fine. Teleport, transform into lightning, becoming unstoppable, inserting the target location. This is your get out of jail free card. Teleport's cooldown is reduced per enemy hit up to 3 seconds. And then we're going to do Shimmering Teleport because it is going to give you damage reduction after teleporting. We're going to be teleporting all the time. I'm going to grab Ice Armor, gives you a barrier, 30% of your base life. While it's active, 5% of your damage dealt is increasing to your barrier, and we're going to do Enhanced Ice Armor because it's going to give us mana regeneration, and we are mana hungry. We're going to throw 5 points into Frost Nova because we want the cooldown down as much as possible, and as you can see, as you put more levels into it, the cooldown goes down. Going to grant Enhanced Frost Nova because that's going to give us even more cooldown when we kill something that is frozen by it. And then we're going to grab Mystical Frost Nova, which is going to make any mob that is going to be hit by it vulnerable, and we love vulnerable damage. We love it. All right, and we're going to pop down here, and we are going to grab, pretty sure it's Glass Cannon, because why would you not want to do 18% more damage for no reason other than we exist, right? And then we are going to put 1 point into Align the Elements. You gain damage reduction against elites for each second you haven't taken damage, but that is just so we can put 3 points in protection. Using a cooldown gives you a barrier for 2 seconds, which is up all the time because we're all using them. And then Mana Shield. Every time you spend 100 mana, you gain damage reduction. And since we're always spending mana, we're always going to have damage reduction. It's just going to roll around. And we're going to put 5 points into Firewall. Firewall puts stuff on the ground, burns them over 8 seconds. It's amazing. It's just good all the time. Enhanced Firewall. Enemies take increased burning damage from you while standing in Firewall. And then we are going to take Mage's Firewall because they will continue to burn even after they walk out of your firewall, which is great. And then we are going to put 3 points in Inner Flames. You deal 9% more damage with Pyromancy skills when you're healthy. We're always going to be healthy because of how this build works. And then we are going to put 3 points into Crippling Flames. What you can do here instead, which is what I'm probably going to do, to be completely honest with you, because I think it is amazing. This is the alternative you can put in the build. You can do 3 points into Crippling Flame, or you can get Meteor, Enhanced Meteor, and then Wizard's Meteor. And the reason you get a Wizard's Meteor is when meteors fall, they're immobilized. So what I'm going to do, so traditionally is going to be get the Fireball enchantment and do Fireball, but what I'm going to do is Meteor enhancement because Meteor is OP. And then for the other one, you're going to put Firewall. So you got Firewall and Meteor. I don't know why it's, there we go. Okay, that's how we got to do it. All right, cool. I've never used this particular calculator. So Firewall and Meteor, because Firewall, when you have it, it gives you an enemy takes burning damage, it has a chance to spawn firewalls under them. And since we're always going to have them on fire, it's going to be nasty. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to grab Inferno. That's the thing that gathers the snake, which constricts the enemies, does big burning damage. Prime Inferno pulls them into the center, which is awesome. And then Supreme Inferno, while Inferno is active, your pyromancy skills cost no mana. So while Inferno is active, you were just dropping walls like mad. We're going to put 1 point in the permafrost, which is going to make frost skills deal increased damage, but that's not why we're doing it. What we're doing that for is to get points into Hoarfrost, which is going to give us damage against frozen enemies. And the reason we're going to do that is because down here we're going to take Shatter. After freeze expires, enemies explode for 25% of the damage dealt to them while frozen. So we are going to be freezing them all the time, and it's going to be crazy. You can also play around with combustion. Your burning effects deal 2% increased damage for each unique source of damage you have on the enemy. If they're burning for 3 or more, they're increased. But Shatter, since we're always going to have frozen up, is just too good to pass up. And then we're going to put 1 point into Fiery Surge. Killing a burning enemy increases your mana regeneration, which is amazing. Then we're going to grab 2 points into Endless Pyre. You deal increased burning damage to enemies each second they remain burning up to 10 seconds after 5 seconds, or 10% up to 5 seconds. We're always burning, we're always doing stuff. It's always crazy, right? And then the last thing, this is why we're always healthy. Warmth. Every 1 second you heal for 0.3 of your maximum health up to 14.9, so it's 0.9 per burning enemy near you, and it's 1.8% from bosses. So this is the full build. This is how you get everything. I'm actually going to hop over back into the game, and I'm going to switch mine around because I actually want to move my points from Crippling Flames over into here because I want to try this out myself. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to open up our skill tree. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to put Meteor where Fireball is. And now we're going to go back, and we're going to finish this dungeon, and we're going to see how it goes. So let's do that, and then you guys can let me know what you think. I'm just going to finish out the dungeon, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. I may ramble, I may not, but for the most part, we're just going to be killing some more stuff, and yeah, let's go. Also, you can use your stuff as movement speed things, because why wouldn't you? You move faster when you use your fire shield. You move faster when you use XYZ, right? So yeah, so we're just gonna kite and burn, kite and burn, kite and burn. And do not forget that we are able to move through enemies while we have our flame shield active, which is going to be crucial sometimes when we're kiting, like you saw there on the bridge. I just popped flame shield and ran through the enemies. It's always going to be good because it's always going to be up as long as you let it be up. And we're just going to keep freezing things. We're going to keep burning them. You see they're blowing up. We're doing all the things. It's just working out. I'm actually going to go grab this guy because he's who I need to kill anyway, so may as well kill him while I'm burning these dudes down. Pop your shields, get your manas back, freeze the mobs, get your manas back, teleport, get your manas back, damage reduction, and just use all your buttons because that's how the class works. Do what you want. Kill the mobs. I'm gonna go drop a flame on that guy again, see if we can get him to come over here. Apparently he just does not, he is not having it. There we go, he's here now. What up, y'all? What up, that boy? Alright, so yeah, we're just wompty wompty womp. And we're just going to continue to kite them around in a circle as much as we can because, doing the thing. And we're going to walk into the explosion because we weren't paying attention there. Hey. Me not pay attention? Never. Alright, look, so we finished the event, now we've got the thing, and now we're gonna blow them up. Yeah, what's up, that boy? Look. Boom, baby. Look. We're doing it, y'all. We're doing it, y'all. Oh, I died. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't pay attention, Chiggy. Yeah, as you can see, this build just, it's chill, it's easy, it's fun. Like, as long as, you know, you don't put yourself in a corner and stand in bad, because, you know, standing in bad is so good for your health, right? But, like, look at all this stuff. This is stuff where we were just kiting the mobs, and they just died behind us, right? Like, we don't even have to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this mob and let him come with us. I'm not even going to attempt to fight him by himself. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to continue to just drop stuff, and then we're going to pop the ultimate. We're going to drop a bunch of things. We're going to freeze him. We're going to continue to drop a bunch of things. Like, you know. See, we killed all the other mobs. This build is really good at clearing trash, right? I mean, it's really good at killing bosses too. It just takes a second. You can't just be like, oh, hey, we're going to do the thing, right? Like, you got to actually kite them, and you got to set them on fire, and all those things. But, like, once you get a little stack of mobs and you can drop a bunch of stuff, you do a bunch of damage to all of them. So, like, that's what you do. Just keep kiting around, keep kiting around, keep kiting around. For the most part, things will eventually die. Little mobs die quickly, obviously, but, like, the bigger mobs take a little bit longer. But for the most part, like, you know, pop your stuff and get them dead, y'all. Like, it's super easy. But as you can see, like, the trash mobs just melt. And as you get better at playing this build, obviously, you know, you probably won't die as much as me. I don't play sorc. I play rouge for the most part. So, like, when we're over here doing sorky boy things, I'm just like, oh, hey. So, yeah, so now we got to go do the skeleton part. Yeah, as you can see, we're just rolling through this dungeon. Like, it's not overly difficult or anything. We just got to make sure we're paying attention. For the most part, you know, once you learn how to play it and you get a couple decent pieces of gear, you just, I mean, you can melt stuff. None of my stuff is itemized properly. I don't have any found uniques. I don't have any found legendary powers. And then stuff like this, where you just gotta kill a bunch of little mobs, it's a joke. Like, literally a joke. Like, and then these are regular elites. As you can see, their HPs is melting. It's the ones that you need, you know, for X, Y, and Z. Like, we need this elite for this thing. Like, more boss monsters than just, like, elites. Because, like, we're just deleting the elites, right? And then you pop your cooldowns to get your mana back, all that. Teleport around. Like, you literally don't have to do anything except for make sure your mana's up and make sure you're keeping fire on the ground, and things will die. And like I said, everything is 6 levels above me. And then here, like, you just pop everything and go ham on the constructs, and, you know, just keep dropping fire, right? Like, bring the mobs over by the construct and drop fire, and that's all you got to do. And run around in circles, and then an elite's gonna spawn, and then we're gonna kite the elite over to the next area for the next construct. And yeah, so there's the elite. We just, you literally can play this like a true ranged build, so you can just kite them around and not have to worry about anything. Like, you know, drop your ultimate when you got it, and you know, get out of the explosion from that guy when you need to. And yeah, I mean, see, like, it's super easy. I mean, you got to make sure you keep the mob angry at you or whatever. Like, you can't just run away from him and stuff. You got to keep him mad at you, but, like, meh. But yeah, just keep moving, just keep moving, just keep moving. And things will literally walk behind you and die as you run through the dungeon, which is by itself a fun way to play the game, because, you know, just being able to run around and kill everything without actually having to think about it, not having to do anything other than Watch your XP bar go up, and hey, look, there's a legendary. Oh, a sacred dagger even. What up, that boy? Yeah, so dancing around the Christmas tree, picking up the sigils while they're here for me. Look, bang, CC. Yeah, like as you get better gear, as you get more paragons, like you're just gonna get stronger, and this process is gonna get much faster, much easier. But like as you can see, we don't struggle with anything other than, you know, trying to pay attention and not be a baddie. But you know, I can't promise you that I won't do either of those things because I am a baddie and I don't pay attention. So, you know, yeah, like see, we're just destroying things. Obviously, I should probably switch back over to um, having the fireball enchant because I don't have enough lucky hit chance. But aside from that, like you just do the thing, right? Like it's kiting them around in a circle, kiting around in a circle, freezing them. There we go. And now, so we got one more construct to kill, right? So what we're gonna do is, oh no, it's back up there. Okay, so I just didn't kill the construct while I was over here. I just got it. I got it low enough to spawn the. Yep, that's what happened. I got it low enough to spawn the elite, and then I ran off. So there you go. See, look, barely an inconvenience. Look how easy that was. Look how easy that was, y'all. Look how easy that was. Ain't nothing, right? Ain't nothing. And then, you know, upgrade your sigil or whatever, and then, you know, go. We'll go turn in the tree, and then that's it. That's literally all you got to do. Like, that's how you level as Firewall. I'll bring you guys, you know, the other early game leveling builds without any found legendary powers here in just a bit, but that's just what we're starting with, guys. Catch you guys in the next one, and hope you enjoyed it. See you.